Okay, the framing is done, and I've got my plywood cut out. The templates worked pretty marvelously. I'm quite stoked. I'm going to now do some miscellaneous using the scraps of the plywood. I'm gonna actually like create partitions so that way the things from the front drawers don't slide into the rear drawers, etc. So the front and back it'll be partitioned. Also, plywood adds what is known as shear strength. So I just want to add some shear strength anywhere I can and utilize as much of the leftovers as I can because, recycle, reduce, etc., reuse. So I've got one piece in already. Yeah, and I'm just stoked. It's coming together really well and nice. All right, so somewhere along the way, I got really messed up in some of my cuts. I really like the top here. I got that notched out. That's nice. I like this. This is for the shear strength I had mentioned earlier. But somewhere at the bottom, I really fucked up. So I'm going to recut this, thankfully. I think I have enough extra. But that's the idea I want. Just I need better execution. All right, round two. Let's go. Here's my original cut that I want to modify. Here's just the regular piece of extra leftover stuff. I lost my pencil though. There it is. That is why these pockets exist, but you have to use them. Okay. So now I made a little note that I want to add 2.5 inches here. And I have a line that I made here for where I want to bring it out. And that's still scrap plywood, so I have more left. And I have even more at a job site we're working at. I have access to more, so I'm solid. Like this wood. I have my updated template sketched out, traced out. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just cut all of the board across that line and then all of it across this line. And I have my jigsaw that I'll use to cut out the rest of the little notches, and it's gonna look just a lot better. It's gonna look better, it's gonna function better. I'm gonna feel better about my quality of work. There's an expression that has really helped my OCD because sometimes my OCD can get the best of me. Like in this instance, this is my second cut. I like it. I like it a lot. Minus, oh, that little bit right there. And this is not going to be visible, right? So it's going to be covered by plywood and behind the drawer and shelf and really doesn't need to be perfect. But my OCD is like bugging me. But this expression, here it is. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good enough. Because this is absolutely good enough. For this application, this is more than good enough. So I'm just going to not let my OCD bug me. And if it's going to bug me to seal that up, I could just throw a little block in the hole and just screw the block to the stud right there. Don't let don't let perfect be the enemy of good enough. All right, and here is me just working on the other side. I did not frame this symmetrical, and I just kind of winged it. How do you say the wung it, winged it? And so I'm just, making it work. It's not pretty, but it's not going to be visible, and I'm not going for pretty, but it worked, and I'm excited. Hello. I'm just laying on the platform, kind of giving it a test, seeing how sturdy it is, and just assessing the space situation. I've been, for the last year and a half, sleeping on a narrow twin mattress and like with a frame that's 30 inches wide. my shoulders from shoulder to shoulder are wider than 30 inches. And so it has not been the best. So I might, two options I'm kind of exploring, just getting an actual twin mattress, which is 38 inches wide, which would accommodate me. And I've got a line right there, 38 inches. So I know how much space I have. That's where the mattress would end. And now I'm working on a shelf unit, and I'm pretty stoked about this actually, in that I feel like I'm overcoming a lot of mental blocks with this project. One of them being, creating templates. I made the template for this really easily. I really like how the platform has turned out. And this template here for the shelf is turning out really well. So that's where a twin mattress would stop. And so that gives me just a few inches between the mattress and the shelf. But the shelf's only going to go from about here to about there. I'm going to stop it right before that so I can still be able to open the doors easily, or the windows, excuse me. That's just my wing window. That's my goober. I fucking miss him every second of every day. Anyways, the second sleeping option I'm exploring is sheepskin rugs. Just not even doing a mattress, not even doing anything, just sheepskin rugs. I think 2 of them would be potentially soft enough. I don't know though if it would be soft enough to sleep on. I'm kind of a baby. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this cut out and build this shelf. I caught myself. So I'm not a tradesperson by training, right? This is newer to me in life. I made the mistake of going to college. And so one mistake I've made in the past, A side, B side. Plywood, especially this nice, almost mid-grade finished stuff, has an A side. Look at that, nice grain. It's kind of smoothish, looks beautiful. And then it has a B side. That's intentionally the B side and facing the way it's supposed to, because when I get the other side of this shelf in and I have stuff on it, it's not going to be super noticeable. And what I want, the effect is to have the nice side, which eventually I might stain, who knows. I want that to show when I open this door. So when you open the door, you've got the nice side of the shelf showing. And for here, it's not going to be pretty. I'm not going to do any trim because I'm just planning on having sheets or something that'll just go over the corners to just conceal it, because that's probably my simple solution there. That's not going to be pretty, but I'm going to make this shelf somewhat pretty. And in sticking with the theme of don't let perfect be the enemy of good enough, I like this. I really like this that I got going. So it's not perfect, whatever. But again, when it's got things in it and it's put together, you're not gonna notice the little bits. So I'm totally digging it. I already laid down and, kind of compared to my mark. I still don't know what I'm doing with the mattress, but that's a twin size mattress. Or I'll do the sheepskin, we'll see. But something I had mentioned earlier was obstacles and barriers that I've overcome, talking about the templates and improving that skill. What comes with that is just more overall belief in myself, which is definitely something I'm developing, and it's a good feeling. But then also this project's gone over budget. I didn't really have a set budget in mind, but I've spent way more than I thought I was going to. But I'm not going to let that stress me out. I'm not going to live in a poverty mindset. It's good to have the tools, or if worst case scenario, I can sell them. And even if I sell them at a little bit of a loss, it'll be like I rented them, which I would have had to have done. So either way, it's going to work out, and I'm not going to stress about it because I am manifesting abundance. I could also start a new website called Only Tools,
where dudes just post contents of their butts and the projects they work on.
All right. I'm calling it done. I'm going to do minor touch-ups tomorrow, but like it's done. Well, the first phase, I'm going to do drawers eventually, but for now, my laundry is going to fit in the bottom there, or my socks and underwear are going to go there. And then I was going to do my shirts and pants there. And then up there, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just another shelf. But I did make sure to keep that so I can still store things there. And I should test this, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, I can still open that window. So, retained maximum functionality, but also gained some storage space. What could go up here? What would be cool? You know, I drive and I didn't put a shelf. Ah, shit. All right, I'm done. What do you say, Loki? Should they like, comment, share, and subscribe? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He says yes, like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, let's snuggle some more.